difficult?
It's on carpet, isn't it?
It is.
I just realized I can like see myself.
In the mirror.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh. See, I don't fuck with the wire. I need a love sack. Cole, you know what a love sack is?
Do I know what a love sack is?
Like the giant bean bags.
They make bean bags that are like the size of like.
Yeah, but they can fit like 3 people. Like they're like
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
Dude, this dude's computer
Imagine having a room.
doesn't
With
make
just
sense.
that.
Yeah, it's just all and just like mirrors on like this. Oh. That's his Xbox. Hold down the Xbox button on the controller. Yeah.
I'm trying to just like get the time.
Yeah. Right there.
Yeah, but I need like I have like a seconds.
What do you mean seconds? Never mind.
Are you? Do you?
You're
do you know
trying
how
to
the
get
clock works? Yeah.
Yeah, I know what a clock works. You need to see like specific seconds.
Because we just started at 11:05.
11:04. Get it right. Come on now.
I know that it's 11:04.
Yeah. So why do
Go
you
just
Yeah,
you go
I'm going-
you go
I'm going
you go
away.
lay down. You go watch your show. Welcome. It's 11:05. We're gonna hop right in here. I don't know where Alex went, but we're gonna start. It's lit. It's a party. It's Sunday night. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Get hot into the mess on Super Bowl Sunday. Anyways, we we have And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street by Dr. Seuss. Why did it all open at once? I can't use these. When I leave home to walk to school, Dad always says to me, "Marco, keep your eyelids up and see what you can see." And when I tell him where I've been and what I think I've seen, he looks at me and sternly says, "Your eyesight's much too keen. Stop telling such outlandish tales. Stop turning minnows into whales." Now what can I say when I get home today? All along the way to school and all the way back, I've looked, I've kept a careful track. But all I've noticed, except my own feet, was a horse and a wagon on Mulberry Street. That's nothing to tell of. That won't do, of course. Just a broken down wagon that's drawn by a horse. That can't be my story. That's only a start. I'll say that a zebra was pulling that cart. And that is a story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. Yes, the zebra is fine, but I think it's a shame. Such a marvelous beast with a cart that's so tame. And that story would be much better to hear if I saw the driver was a charioteer. A gold and blue chariot, something to meet, rambling like thunder down Mulberry Street. No, I won't do it all. A zebra's too small. A reindeer's better. He's fast and he's fleet. He looked mighty smart on old Mulberry Street. Hold on a minute. There's something wrong. A reindeer hates the way it feels. To pull a thing that runs on wheels, he'd be much happier instead if he could pull a fancy sled. A reindeer and sleigh? Say, anyone could think of that. Jack or Fred or Joe or Nat. See, even Jane could think of that. Boy, it isn't too late to make one little change. A sleigh and an elephant. There's something strange. I'll pick one with plenty power in size, a blue one with plenty fun in his eyes, and then, just to give him a little more tone, have a Raja with rubies perched high on a throne. Say, that makes a story that no one could beat when I say that I saw on Mulberry Street. And now I don't know. It still doesn't seem right. An elephant pulling a thing that's so light? Could whip it around and in the air like a kite. But he looks simply grand, with a great big brass band. A band that's so good should have someone to hear it. But it's going so fast, it's hard to keep near it. I'll put on a trailer. I know they won't mind if a man sits and listens while he's hitched on behind. I know that it's fair. Is it fair what I've done? I bet those wagons weigh more than a ton. It's really too heavy for a load for one beast. I'll give him some helpers. He needs two, at least. And now, what worries me is this. Mulberry Street runs into a bliss. Unless there's something I can fix up, there'll be an awful traffic mix-up. It takes police to do the trick, to guide them through where the traffic's thick. It takes police to do the trick. They'll never crash now. They'll race at top speed with Sergeant Mullivaney himself in the lead. The mayor is there, and he thinks it is grand if he raises his hat as they dash by the stand. The mayor is there, and the aldermen too, all waving big banners of red, white, and blue. And that is a story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. With a roar of its motor, an airplane appears, and it dumps out confetti while everyone cheers. And that makes a story that's really not bad, but it still could be better. Suppose that I add. A Chinese boy who eats with sticks, a big magician doing tricks, a 10-foot beard that needs a comb. No time for more, I'm almost home. I swung around the corner and I dashed through the gate. I ran up the steps and it simply felt great, for I had a story that no one could beat, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. But Dad quite calmly just Draw up your stroll and tell me the sights you saw on your way home from school. There was so much I just couldn't begin. Dad looked at me sharply and pulled up his chin. He frowned at me sternly from there in his seat. Was there nothing to look at, no people to read? Did nothing excite you or make your heart beat? Nothing, I said, growing red as a beet, but a plain horse and wagon on Mulberry Street. Okay. This is the end of our first book. How's everyone doing tonight? We have room. Anna's passed out. Gorgeous. Jesus. Anyways, we have Oh Say Can You Say by Dr. Seuss. Let me see. Okay. Store games and apps. Okay, I just figured this out. Perfect. Great. Set a book reading period named Huey. The words in this book are all fewy. When you say them, your lips will make slips and backflips, and your tongue may end up in St. Louis. Okay. Wait. Perfect. Do you like fresh fish? It's just fine at Finney's dinner. Finney also has some fresher fish. That's fresher and much finer. But his best fish is his freshest fish. And Finney says with pride, the finest fish at Finney's is my fish fresh French fried. So don't order the fresh or the fresher fish at Finney's if you're wise. You'll say, fetch me the finest French fried freshest fish that Finney fries. Do we have a dinosaur named Din? Din's thin. Din doesn't have much skin, and the bones fall out from his left front shin. Then we have to call a Pinnerblin, who comes in handy with chin pin bins. With a thin blin shin bone pin, bin plins Din's shin bones right back in. Apes, cakes, grapes, cakes, as he gobbled the cakes on his plate. The greedy ape said as he ate, the greener green grapes are, the keener keen apes are. To gobble green grape cakes, they're great. Are you having trouble in saying this stuff? It's quite easy for me to look in my mirror and see what I say. And then I just want to what I see. And then I just say what I see. Now let's talk about money. Should you leave your Crocs home? When you travel by air, if you take him along, they charge double the fare. And your Crocs must be packed and locked up in a Crocs box, which costs much, much more than a little old fox box. So it's heaps a lot cheaper to fly with your foxes than waste all that money on boxes for Crocses. And what do you think costs more, a simple thimble or a single shingle? A simple thimble could cost less than a single shingle would, I guess. So I think that the single shingle should cost more than the simple thimble would. There are so many things that you should know. That's why I'm bothering telling you so. You should know the first names of the Fudnudler brothers who like to pile up on the heads of others. If you start at the top, there are Bipper and Bud and Skipper and Jipper and Jeffrey and Judd. Horatno and Horace and Hendrix and Hud. And they come from Dinwoody and Dinty and Dud. Also Fitzsimmon and Frederick and Fudd. And Slinky and Stinky and Stewart and Stud. And down from the bottom, poor little Lud. But if Lud sneezes, his name will be Mud. Upon an island hard to reach, the East Beast sits upon his beach, upon where the West Beast sits, and the West Beast. Each beast thinks the best beast. Which beast is best? Well, I thought at first, then the East was best and the West was worst. But I looked again from west to the East, and I liked the beast on the East Beach least. Pete Pat's pigs. Pete Briggs Pat's pigs. Briggs Pat's pink pigs. Briggs Pat's big pigs. Don't ask me why, it doesn't matter. Pete Briggs is a pink pig. Big pink patter. Pete Briggs pets his big pink pigs all day. Don't ask me why, I cannot say. Then Pete puts his Pat's pigs away. In his Pete Briggs big pigs pig pen. Fritz needs Fred, and Fred needs Fritz. Fritz feeds Freds, and Fred feeds Fritz. Fred feeds Fritz in Ritzy Fred food. Fritz feeds Freds with Ritzy Fritz food. And Fritz, when fed, has often said, I'm a fed Fritz. Fed's a Fritz fed Fred. What would you rather be when you grow up? A cop's in a cop's cap, or a cupcake cook in a cupcake cook's cap? Or a flapjack flapper in a flapjack's cap? Or, if you think you don't like cops' caps, flapjacks flappers, or cupcake cooks' caps, maybe you're one of those choosy chaps who likes cookie captain's caps, perhaps. More about Blinn. Well, Blinn comes home tired from his working pinning shins. The happiest hour of Blinn's day begins. Mr. Blinn is the father of musical twins, who, tucking twin instruments under twin chins, lull their daddy to sleep with twin Blinn violins. And oh, say can you say, far away in Berlin, a musical urchin named Gretchen von Schwint has a blue-footed, true-footed, trick-fingered, slick-fingered, six-fingered, six-string tin swin mandolin. Rope soap, hoop soap. If you hope to wash soap off a rope, simply scrub with a scrope. A scrope is strong enough that no rope is too long. But you should wish to wash soup in a hoop. I suggest it's better to let your silly soup off hoop soak. In Soapy Cooper's Super Soup Off Hoops Soak Suds. Merry Christmas, Mush. One year we had a Christmas brunch with Merry Christmas much, too much, but I don't think you'd care for such. We didn't like to much. But never give your daddy a walrus. A walrus with whiskers is not a good pet, and a walrus which whispers is worse even yet. When a walrus lists whispers, strong enough road, rough, wet whiskers, your poor daddy's ears will get blispers and bliskers. And that's almost enough of such stuff for one day. One more and you're finished. Oh, say, can you say? The storm stops when the drops start dropping. When the drops start dropping and the storm starts stopping. Okay. That is the end of our second book. Last book we have The Runaway Bunny by Miss Margot Wise Brown. I don't have Goodnight Moon, but we do still have Miss Margaret Wise Brown. Once there was a little bunny who wanted to run away, so he said to his mother, I am running away. If you run away, he said to his mother, I will run after you, for you are my little bunny. If you run after me, said the little bunny, then I'll become a fish in a trout stream, and I will swim away from you. If you become a fish in a trout stream, said his mother, then I will become a fisherman, and I will fish for you. This is the one. Okay. Wait, nope. There we go. If you become a fisherman, said the little bunny, then I will become a rock on the mountain high above you. If you become a rock on the mountain high above me, said his mother, then I will be a mountain climber, and I will climb to where you are. If you become a mountain climber, said the little bunny, then I'll be a crocus in a hidden garden. If you become a crocus in a hidden garden, said his mother, then I will be a gardener, and I will find you. If you are a gardener and find me, said the little bunny, then I will be a bird and fly away from you. If you become a bird and fly away from me, said his mother, then I will be the trees that you come home to. This is my favorite one. If you become the trees, said the little bunny, then I will become the sailboat, and I will sail away from you. If you become a sailboat and sail away from me, said his mother, then I will become the wind and blow to where I want you to go. If you become the wind and blow me, said the little bunny, then I will join the circus and fly away on a flying trapeze. If you go flying on a flying trapeze, said his mother, then I will be a tightrope walker and I will walk across the air to you. If you become a tightrope walker and walk across the air, said the little bunny, then I'll become a little boy and run into a house. If you become a little boy and run into a house, said the mother bunny, I'll become your mother and I will catch you into my arms and hug you. And of course, good night, moon room. Shucks, said the bunny, I might as well stay where I am and be your little bunny. And so he did. Have a carrot. Here's the last one. Hi, Alex.
What's up, Cole?
Conveniently, as I'm showing the picture on the last book,
Dude, we seen all these memes about the weekend's fucking.
No,
They're fucking
subscribe to my
hilarious.
YouTube, our
Go on
YouTube,
Twitter.
The Trying Times. Alex is here.
Oh,
Alex is
man,
gone.
he's gone.
Um,
That was
subscribe to our YouTube, The Trying Times.
What happened to the Was it bad?
Follow my Instagram,
No,
kol.haynes, and of course follow me on here.
all
Support my
about
content.
his videos, like-
Donate to my Venmo. I need a new computer. My computer is toasted. So that would be great if I could buy a new computer. But